Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new episode of Left, the Right, and everything in between. I am Des Rance.
And Mr. Rogers.
So how's your week going there, Mr. Rogers?
Well, it's been better.
Mine's going pretty good. Tomorrow's Friday. At least we're almost at weekend.
Yeah, it is nice, Des.
You're dang right there, Mr. Rogers.
It'd be nice if I could walk.
Exactly. He's kind of gimped right now. But you know what? It sucks. But we're a little bit late, but that's why we say around 6:30ish, right?
Yep.
So you got some fun facts?
I do. So, fun facts. All right, you guys know parts of Africa actually are on all four hemispheres. Well, north, south, east, west.
That's kind of
all
funny.
the hemispheres.
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah, parts of Africa. Well, it's a pretty big continent, Des.
That is true. It's a big thing of land right there. I forgot to do the whole subscribe thing.
No, go ahead.
Okay, before the fun fact.
Of course, my horse.
If you enjoy this content, hit the like button, subscribe. If you haven't, hit the bell for notifications when we go live. Because you know what? Sharing is caring if you want to share the videos. Am I right there, Mr. Rogers?
We tried to, Des.
Exactly. Okay, we're done with that part. So.
All right, so last fun fact. So
Yep.
if you were to go up, so there's in Minnesota where people live,
Yep.
there's a place called Itasca State Park. It's actually the oldest state park in Minnesota.
Yep.
The boundary waters start up there, and the Mississippi River starts up there. So if you were to drop a little droplet of water
Yep.
into the Mississippi, it would not reach the Gulf for 90 days.
3 months.
Yep.
That's actually a fun fact right there. So I'd like to actually know how fast that drop actually goes. I want to actually almost for next week, if I remember, I want to actually look that shit up.
Yeah, it's like 2,347 miles. Something like that.
So you divide that by 90. How do you do that?
Well, yeah, it's the velocity between the entire day of how you're doing it. 2,347 divided by the 90 days. And you can figure out the miles per hour, or kilometers per hour for you guys that are using the standard system.
Silly gooses.
I like my gray duck.
Exactly. So question of the day, going into the first actual topic, what is your guys' thoughts about stimulus gas cards? Do you think it should be actually legit? Because in the end, we're going to pay taxes on these cards in general. So what is your guys' thoughts on this while we go into that first topic?
I'm a little curious on that, guys. Because I don't know if you guys know, California's got a state law that's kind of getting issued now that they want Californians to have $800 per household and probably up to $100 per dependent.
Yep.
Just based on gas. We all know gas prices suck. If you're at the gas pump going, I'm happy with this, and you got more money than I do.
And it's one of those late show guys. He's Stephen Colbert. He's like, I would gladly actually pay a few extra bucks for gas. Well, he's making so much more money than we are. 6 digits at least.
Exactly, but they are trying to do a federal package with this stimulus stuff. So $100.
Yep.
Per household plus $100 for dependents per month. Per month.
Where does that money come from?
Now, my thing to you, Des.
Yep.
Why not just save that money and buy oil and lower the prices?
You mean like something like restart up the pipeline? Ta-da!
Well, we looked at it, it's like almost $7.2 billion just on California alone per month. That's 72 million barrels just a month.
Comment below.
That's just California.
Comment below. Do you think we should be getting these stimulus gas cards? I don't think we should be. We should be reopening the pipelines and making our America
oil.
Oh, exactly.
But that's just California, one state.
You know what's funny? A fun fact. I got my own fun fact. In the movie I Am Legend, gas prices are actually lower than in some places in California.
I wouldn't do it.
Except some places in California is freaking $7+.
Even when I used to live in California, folks. I had a big old red F-150 jacked up, dual pipes and stuff from Minnesota. Yep, that's the state I live in. And yep, good old country boy, and I got some little lady yelling at me going, you don't need to be doing this. You're the reason gas prices are so high. And I'm like,
that's so
going
sad.
up and like put it up and just do a burnout in front of her Prius.
That's hilarious. I love that. I'm gonna get an electric car next. I'm going to show you.
Well, electric cars don't work really much well in Minnesota right
No,
now. But
especially in the wintertime. It's called common sense. They actually have the extension cords just to plug those little buggers
Right.
in. So you want anything else on that topic?
that should be it, Des.
Okay. So WALTZ is running in 2022, huh?
Yeah, well, this year, yeah, November. Election's coming up.
Oh, yeah. Who is he running against, you know?
To be honest,
Because the thing about it is, I thought by now we
who's
would.
gonna vote for him?
Well, you know,
he's got the cities.
The worst part about it is they have opened everything up. People are small-minded. They forget how bad it was during the vid with the lockdowns and everything. At first, he was trying to do what was best because we didn't know how bad this thing was going to get.
Mm-hmm.
But the more we learned, the more the science changed, the more we figured it out, and we could actually move on with our lives.
I mean, he meant well, and we do have a surplus right now. Minnesota does have a surplus.
Yep.
How many billions is it?
But they should not send it towards the people, send it towards the roads.
Well, where are we paying? You pay that at the gas pump, guys. Did you never look at the gas pump, what it says for state tax?
No.
To the roads?
No.
Yep. It's like 27 cents or something like
that. Shoots and ladders.
Per gallon. Per gallon.
Did I know that? But still, use some of that money towards stuff that needs to be,
infrastructure.
Exactly.
Like that, yeah.
There is so much stuff out there that we could use our money
put
for.
It back in schools.
Schools, the military, policing.
Yep.
There's so many different ways that we can actually afford charities that actually need it. Don't give it back to us and kiss our ass at that point. It's like, use it towards the good.
I agree with you guys, but again, I want us to go back to our school system, get these kids a decent education.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe another school built for overpopulated areas.
Well, there's so many, especially in the Twin Cities. It's actually kind of scary, and it's not like what you do. But as you said, if you use that money for the right thing, people will not even get offended by it.
I mean, we can go on a yacht cruise otherwise. How much fun could we have with $1 billion?
Oh, exactly. It'll be a spicy meatball.
Mr. Rogers for president. Or governor first.
And then I'll be the VP. Des will be VP.
Oh, there you go.
We can solve so many things. But when it comes down to it, Waltz, I don't see him actually winning, but at the same time, you got the Twin Cities, you got Duluth, and you got Rochester. 3 big areas where he gets the voting.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, they stopped all the COVID-19 stuff. God, I just threw up in my mouth saying that. But at the end, people forget about this stuff. It's been, it'll be like 8 months since they stopped it by then.
Yep.
And, he did such a good job. And he'll become governor again if people forget. Watch this episode right before election. It's going to happen if he... What do you think?
People don't understand the whole George Floyd debacle. And there's so many things that go into it. That's all they care about.
Yep.
Minnesota love for a guy who resisted arrest on drugs.
Exactly.
But again,
it is
maybe he didn't deserve to be punished, but that's another topic for another day.
Exactly. You brought it up, not me. Should we go to the next one?
Of course, my horse.
Movies. Yeah. So, what's your favorite kind of movie, and what is your favorite movie?
So, Des, what kind of movie do you like?
I like actually horror, thriller, action, like Transformers. My favorite movie of all time is Independence Day. Second would be I Am Legend.
Okay.
What about you?
I like comedies and horror, I guess. Who doesn't love a good laugh?
Adam Sandler. Who doesn't love Adam Sandler? Comment below what is your guys' favorite type of movie and what your favorite movie is.
I don't mind Adam Sandler. He's getting a lot better.
Yep.
But no.
That's for the gas
I wouldn't either.
But it's funny because there's so many great movies out there. But Independence Day, I've seen the most.
I like John Wick.
Never seen that one.
Movies, 13 Hours is good. American Sniper is good. But again, I had to kind of go through.
Well, think about it.
That kind of stuff.
You knew about that stuff because you went through that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I was not a sniper by any means, Dad.
But you were still in that kind of line of force, saving America.
But I like a good comedy when I can laugh, and at least it's not BritBox like a certain person that I might be married to.
But you know, it is what it is. Let's have another crumpets and some tea.
Well, she likes dark mysteries and stuff. Like mysteries are not bad. Like you want to, a little brain teaser in there.
Yep.
I get it.
It's one of those things. So I just love the acting on. Oh, another great movie that I've watched more than I could probably count.
The Sandlot.
No. Dumb and Dumber. Who doesn't love Dumb and Dumber? Give me your damn number.
It was entertaining when I was, 12.
And I'm still 12 at heart. Listen, folks, the most entertaining movie ever. I love the fact where they poison the guy by accident. There you go.
Oh, the hot sauce.
The ketchup. Oh man, God, that movie's so stupid. It's funny.
You say the most annoying sound in the world. I will kill you guys.
Joe Biden's our president.
Okay. All right, much better.
Come on, that's funny because that is kind of true.
All
right. Comment below what are your guys' favorite movie and what is your favorite type of movies? Because sharing is caring, and at the same time, we're trying to have fun here.
Yep.
We actually have an audience today. Very excited.
Outstanding.
You're damn right it is. So going to the main event. Russia conservation. What was it? I suck at the whole thing. You know more about this than I do. That's why I'll let you actually.
It's basically they're trying to do a conservation or a confirmation of the holy unity for Russia and Ukraine.
Bringing back to
1917, there was this lady, and again, for the life of me, I cannot remember her.
Yep.
She's a saint, but she predicted in 100 years or so that Russia would be the end of all things.
Oh, she's not far off right now.
So we have to do this. So the Pope's got to go over there, but he's doing it for Ukraine and Russia, which doesn't make sense. But again, in 1917, Ukraine and Russia were together as part of the USSR.
Yep.
But now they're separated. So I'm like, maybe just kind of do Russia and Ukraine separate? What are your thoughts? Would you rather see them do it together?
First and foremost, once again, I've said this before, and I'll say this before I get into it. Once again, I'm for the civilians of Ukraine, and I'm even for the men that died for Russia that were not for what was going on. Yeah. There was actually many of those guys there that were fighting for Russia that had no idea that they were actually going in there to actually take over Ukraine. They thought they were actually going to be like a police state kind of thing, keeping the peace type of thing. And there was one kid that was there, he was a younger military guy for Russia. He already passed away. And he's like, Mom, I did not know we were here for this. They were telling us we were here for a different reason.
I mean, for the Pope to go in there for conservation, that's pretty important. I mean, they're talking about end of times if it doesn't happen, so I guess that's why the Pope's going in hot. And they have to do it right. Last time they've done it, wrong every time.
So how is the right way? Seriously,
I guess we'll find out. I'm not the Pope.
Well, what's so scary?
I got holy water over there, bro. I don't know.
You can take care of some demons. Get away, demon! Get it away. The fact is, I don't know what to say about this because I never did any research on this one. But that's interesting.
Because he's done the whole world before.
Yep.
He's done a few other countries and whatnot, but there were never cracks, I guess, in the face.
Son of a. Well, the whole thing is so scary about this. Now with North Korea shooting their missiles off today and showing their Kim Jong-un. I always suck his name, but it's funny saying.
Kim Jong-un.
Yep. I know, but that's how Kim Jong-un. They showed a picture of him where it was
he's like 5 feet tall, right?
So I'm taller than him. I'm Godzilla, and we're scared of him. He's Rocket Man.
Holy nuts.
He's Rocket Man. But when they're starting to shoot off their missiles, we have China that's watching what's going on in Russia.
Their missiles are not very good.
But the same thing, it's more.
You know what the IBDMs? Yeah, the high range missiles.
Yep.
And we have stuff out there. The United States does. We take 95% of them out. Especially one that's going to be in a dud that's falling in the ocean anyway.
Exactly. There's
they'll probably just come back and North Korea go, hey, bro.
Did you see that one missile that dropped in Ukraine and did not explode? That's freaking nuts. Imagine being around that thing. It's like,
And again, with Ukraine, what do you think about the refugees coming in?
The thing with the refugees, I get where they got to go somewhere.
It's 100,000 refugees that came in.
Yep.
My thing is, where we putting them? Are we sending them for jobs? Or
That's
some
the
refugee
question.
camps, or
Because
what's
there's
going on?
only so many jobs out there, and well, there's jobs, people looking for job workers. Hopefully, they actually can find someplace.
I think they would.
Because we got a lot of deadbeats here in America that decide to milk it
Well,
from
the
the government.
Ukrainian took my job. Did you even try?
Well, exactly. Here in our area, there's every place is actually looking for workers. You cannot tell me that they're not trying. You know.
I know. My job alone. I know people we're hiring right now.
Yep.
And people was like, I got unemployment.
I'm sitting on my butt watching the left, the right, and everything in between. Those guys are jokers. Oh man, good times. We got a little bit of fun when we're doing these. It's not all serious, right there, Mr. Rogers?
We try not to, guys. But anyways, just chime in what you guys think, on any of the subjects we're talking about.
Exactly.
Your 2 cents. I mean, we're not here we're so opinionated. We have a few facts here and there, and just
we talk about the main topics going on in the world, and we're having fun with it. Should we do the closing? Okay. Once again, hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell to know when we go live. That's the best way to know when we get live. Number 2, once we're at 100 subscribers, I can eat some garlic. Are we gonna do it here?
Yeah,
cold with garlic.
We sure can.
Because that'll be more of a. We'll do a little bit of politics, and then.
So subscribe. I want to see him eat some garlic, but then he's getting kicked out the door.
I did 3 pieces of that clove that time, and I failed. But this time I can't fail because you know what? You guys matter, and you know what? I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna.
We'll see, Des.
Once again, I am Des Ranter's favorite saltine cracker.
And I'm Mr. Rogers, just your friendly neighborhood ghost.
Until next Thursday, we love you. We appreciate you. I plan on doing 1 or 2 Des Rans on here. Until next time, peace.
Take care, all.